In social studies today, we are going to begin learning about the history of where we live. Today, we are going to be able to explain the difference between primary and secondary source using a word bank while completing an exit ticket. The history of our community. Before we start looking at our local history, we need to learn a few new words. Source. A source is a place you get information from. Websites, newspapers, TV, books, or people can be sources of information. Primary source. A primary source is an original, first-hand account of what happened. It can also be a speech when it is delivered, a photograph taken at the time, or letters written at the time about an event. Secondary source. A secondary source tells us about an event, but it happened from a time after the event happened. Textbooks, magazine articles, and encyclopedias are examples of secondary sources. So we're going to go over a few together. Let's see if you have it. This is a letter written by George Washington. Is this a primary or secondary source? If you said primary source, you are correct. This is an original letter from when the time it happened. Good job. Let's try one more. Books and textbooks. Is this a primary or secondary source? If you said secondary, you are correct, because these things happen after the fact. They're books about different subjects. Now I want you to try this out on your own. You have an exit ticket to complete in Google Forms. I look forward to seeing how much you learned about primary or secondary sources.